I'm Anil Kumar, and here is correct solution for evaluating numbers with decimal exponents. Thanks for your feedback on incorrect solution in one of my videos. So here I have two questions to discuss. The first one is 32 to the power of 0.4, and the second one is 64 to the power of 0.4, the video in which I made a mistake. So thanks for your feedback, and here is the hopefully correct solution. All right. So let me begin with the first part, which is 32 to the power of 0.4. Now I'll show you two different ways of doing it. The best will be, we could write 32 as 2 to the power of 5. So I could write this as 2 to the power of 5, which is 32, right? You all know. I wrote 64. To the power of 0.4, correct. Now applying the exponent rules, we can just multiply these two. So we get 2 to the power of 4 times 5 is 20, with one decimal gives me 2, and that gives me a solution. 2 square is 4. So we know 32 to the power of 0.4 is indeed 4. Okay. What you could also do here as alternate method, which is you could write 0.4 as 4 over 10, which means 32 to the power of dividing both by 2 over 5. And since 32 is 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 5, and then we get to the power of 2 to the power of 5, applying the power rules, you get 2 to the power of 5 times 2 over 5, which is same as 2 square or 4, correct? So either way, you get 4 as your answer. Now, the real question. 64 to the power of 0.4. So if I apply the same method, what do I get? Well, I could do a couple of ways. I could now write 64 as, 64 could be written as 4 cube. Let's write down here, 4 cube as 64. 4 times 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, 64, correct? So I could write this as 4 cube and I get 0.4. And now if I multiply this, I get 3 times 0.4, which is 4 to the power of 1.2. So in a way, what I get here is 4 wholes, right? This is like 4 times, this is 0.2, right? So 0.2 means what? Let me write here. So 4 wholes, and then we have to the power of 0.2, which is 2 over 10, right? So we could write this as 4 to the power of 2 over 10, correct? 4 to the power of 2 over 10, which is 4 times 4 to the power of 1/5, correct? Or I could write this as 4 and 5th root of 4. Does it make sense to you? You could do like that also, correct? So either way, you get your solution for 64. What I did was I wrote as 2 to the power of something. So if you do that, so alternate method. Let me do the correct method now. Alternate. I could write 64 to the power of 0.4 as 2 to the power of 6, not 5, right? 64 is 6 to the power of 0.4, correct? Now that gives me 2 to the power of 6 times 4 is 24. So I could write this 2.4. Do you see that? 2.4. Now that means 2 square, right? And 0.4 means what? 4 over 10, correct? 4 over 10, 0.4. This is like 2 plus 0.4. Do you see that? That's why I'm multiplying. That's why I'm writing this as 2 square times 2 to the power of 0.4, or 4 over 10. 2 square is 4, right? And this could be written as 2 to the power of 2 over 5, correct? Now 2 square is 4, so we could write this as 2 square to the power of 1/5. That is 4 times 4 to the power of 1/5. So we get the same answer, right? 4 times 4 to the power of 1/5. So you could write this also in this fashion. So either way you could do the solution. I hope you've understood how to evaluate numbers with decimal numbers. And practice some more questions.